Roosters playmaker Carter Gordon has trained with the Gold Coast for the first time after signing for the rest of the season. Titans coach Des Hasler confirmed to AAP on Wednesday that the 23-year-old is not in the top 30 but has signed an NRL deal. Gordon has been released from his Wallabies contract for the remainder of 2024 after earlier inking a 2-year deal with the Gold Coast for 2025 and 2026. I saw some highlights.
Yeah.
Geez, he can zip a ball.
Right. What's his how does he go defending?
Have not seen too much of that. So the problem is with the Rah-Rah boys is you don't have that 10 metre.
No.
They're all on the ball, aren't they? Which
Correct.
makes it a lot easier. But Rat's pretty confident he's going to do well. Des Hasler said he trained with us this morning and he started his development education. We're in no rush. We don't need to. We'll let him get settled and go from there.
Has he played league as a kid?
I don't believe so, actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. So
yeah.
he's an out-and-out rah-rah.
Canvas of the blank.
Okay, well, this could be
Yeah.
this could be the prototype.
Could be.
Let's get into that.
Could be. Speaking of which, David Riccio through the Daily Telegraph, the NRL expected to revisit salary cap exemptions for rugby union stars. They look to convince more players to follow the lead of Mark Nawaqanitawazi and Carter Gordon and cross the rugby divide. They won't be the latest or last rugby stars to switch codes if the NRL has their way after Chief Executive Andrew Abdo made it clear the game was keen to grow its playing numbers as it prepares for expansion over the next decade. It means NRL clubs may be given extra incentive to target rugby union players as the ARL Commission prepares to revisit the concept of cap exemptions to help the code during a period when its playing stocks will be under unprecedented stress.
That's right. Remember Pete V'landys came out and said that. He said if you can get an international from another code, salary exempt, the whole whack, is it?
Is it?
No, was it the whole whack that
I'm
they
not
were
quite sure.
suggesting? But
Not right now, it's not. No.
what's the Georgia halves doing? What are they up to?
I don't know.
Let's just tap into that market.
I don't know.
And they love guests.
They do, yeah. Joseph Stalin born in Georgia too, by the way, Brian.
Who's that?
Joseph Stalin.
Oh, the dude that ran Russia.
Yeah, the dude that ran Russia. Do you know that Georgia borders with Russia?
Yeah, I knew it was up that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Matty Johns would know that. Where is Matthew? We've lost him.
We've got him back tomorrow. Looking forward to him tomorrow. Now, this is good. This is good. This is interesting. Christian Nicolosi through the Sydney Morning Herald writes, Reid Marnie risks being sat down for 10 minutes if he crosses the line moving forward. While not referring directly to the Canterbury dummy half, Graham Annesley said referees had the option to bin players for excessive niggling. Marnie has been binned once earlier this year for antagonising Knights forward Jack Hetherington. Annesley said there was no crime in a player being annoying, but they did risk being sanctioned if they took things too far. The referees have complete control over everything the players do on the field, so if they think a player oversteps the mark, they have the power to take action. Referees draw a line in the sand. The players need to know where that line in the sand is. Referees don't target particular players. They respond to incidents, not players. Whether it's Reid Marnie or anyone else, referees respond to specific incidents. And whether it requires action on the field, be it a penalty, through to a send-off. Now, Brian, what's your guess? Is this enough? Or do you see in the next 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, Reid Marnie? Because he will be a target.
I'm suggesting he'll be suspended. He'll get 10 minutes this week.
This week?
Yep.
Wow.
Well, this is the Beta Meinhof. They've been talking about it.
Yep.
Referees are talking about it.
So they're saying it's not specific to him.
Of course they are. But then he mentions he mentions here
him.
whether it's Reid Marnie or anyone else. Referees respond to specific incidents. So without him saying it, he's the only player he's mentioned.
He'll have to do far less, won't he, to go? No
Correct.
matter what's been said, he'll have to do far less.
This is the Victor Radley rule.
Yes.
Remember how Victor was going through a bit of a purple patch of getting binned?
Yes.
Well,
Yep.
now Reid Marnie, I'm saying, all right, I won't say this weekend, but within
a month?
Within a month,
Yep.
Reid Marnie will be sat down 10 minutes for taunting.
Probably not this week. Because I reckon Serrato will go over the top and go, mate, come on.
Just pull your head in.
Yeah, but he'll crack at some stage. Just on the sin bin, there was chat around the NRL at the end of the season reviewing the 10 minutes. They'll catch up with some coaches in the 5 minutes. And Sats and the Rat were talking last night around the 5 minute sin binning. My problem with that, Brian, is if we go down the path of a 5 minute sin bin, it'll be professional foul central. Because if you've got an opportunity to blatantly wipe someone out, which will save a certain try, with 5 minutes, you're probably only risking, to save that try, you're probably only risking maybe one try anyway.
Yeah.
If
or
we go to
sets. Probably 2 sets.
2 sets.
Yeah.
If we go to 5 minute bin, it'll be, I promise you right now, it'll be professional foul central.
Yeah. No, just stick to 10. But the more I think about your idea of the 20 minutes, I like the rugby.
Yeah.
I dive deep into the rugby annuals.
In lieu of the send-off, you
Yeah,
mean?
in lieu of the send-off.
Yeah.
You can't get, like, we're just talking about Joseph. I was saying, righto, he's done the wrong thing, get rid of him.
Yep.
But the more I think about it, I think you got some Nathan there.
Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Roy Master's got plenty of Nathan in his articles through the Sydney Morning Herald. John Singleton, a man so identifiable, he's one of the few Australians known solely by his nickname, Singer, of course, has withdrawn from a business case which linked his second-tier club, Newtown, with Perth in a bid to become the NRL's 18th team. Now, he'd be well connected there, Roy, of course, with Singo. In a cryptic text from the US, where he's on yet another get-fit holiday, the iconic Sydney businessman said, mate, Newtown out of Perth bid. Too many games being played by Norse and WA government. Singleton made preliminary overtures to business figures aimed at establishing a $30 million investment group, but it appears he has consigned it to the too hard basket. Singo, a young 82-year-old, indicated he would prefer to avoid transcontinental travel every second week, despite the lure of being the team being called the Perth Jets. Better spending time in the sun at Henson, he declared, sending photos of a big crowd on a recent beer festival day at the Jets' home ground. So it appears as though the Jets are out of the chats with Perth.
But good news if you're a Bears, man.
Yeah.
Perth Bears.
Perth Bears.
Yeah, speaking of Bears, I'm just looking at one now through this glass. Hello, tourist.
Hello.
You big bear.
What's wrong with being a bear?
Nothing. I mean, if I was that way inclined,
You'd what?
I'd latch onto you.
Can I just say, tourist,
Hello.
your pausing of looking for property,
Yes. Just a week.
you look a bit lighter for it. You look a bit like the pressure's off. And I reckon it's a thrill of the chase, right? I reckon by you, they say that, when people break up, and there's always the party who's been broken up with, they chase and chase and they profess their love and they want that person back. They say the best way to get them back is to drop off. Just drop off.
We have dropped off. I feel a lot better for having a week off.
Yeah.
Back on it this Saturday, but for the moment we're feeling
Treat them mean, keep them keen.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do with real estate agents.
Yep.
Because they just fib.
They do fib.
Like we all know that, but they go to next. I think it's because they lie all the time. They start believing their own fibs.
Do they get paid too much?
Yes.
Well, you think so?
Do you not
What,
think?
commissions?
Oh. Say somebody sells a house for how much? What, $1 million?
Yeah.
$1 million. And then what are they getting? $20,000.
Yeah, and for what I've seen them do so far, it's too much.
$20,000.
Yeah.
When you've got nurses and what does a nurse earn? 80?
Ah.
I don't know, Brooks.
So you sell 4 $1 million homes and you are taking from the community the same amount a nurse gets for the whole year. It's too much.
Too much. Too much. The thing that gets me is not the lying, it's the half lying. It's the not telling you how much a house is worth before you want to view it. When you go on the website and it's contact the agent for details. I'd rather they just contacted me and just give me the money.
The main game is winning the listing, isn't it? That's the biggest part of the game.
Well, hang on. Is there any real estate agents out there? Any listeners who are a real estate agent? Have your say. Click on the feedback icon and tell us, are you getting paid too much? Or tell us what you have to do. Why is it? I mean, obviously they've got to go to there's certain courses they've got to do and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
They've got to get their
so
license.
So does most industries, Brian.
Yeah, I know, but let's just see day to day. I think sometimes we're just too quick to just go, look at them driving around in their Mercedes and they're wearing their Prada sunglasses. It must be a hard gig. It's not for everyone.
I don't doubt it's a hard gig. I'm not saying it's not a hard gig. I'm not saying it's not a hard gig.
Are you saying plumbers earn too much? You saying plumbers earn too much?
I'm not in the I don't know what plumbers earn.
Well, plumbers can earn up to $500 an hour.
Well, there
Dunny?
you go. Pick
There's
one
Dunny.
NRL winner each week for the chance to win $2,500. And be careful this week. I reckon it's upset central. I reckon there is lots of upsets coming this week in the National Rugby League. So head to sensurvivor.com.au. That's all thanks to Bryden's Lawyers. Have your say, 1300 01 1170. It's the Run Home with Joel and Fletch, all thanks to Hyundai's sale event. Oh, now don't miss out. T's and C's apply.